I know what you're thinking. Why is he stood up against a tree in a bed chair? Well, we don't know either, but what we do know is this bed is extremely comfortable. And for all you that like to moan about weight and price of products, follow along because this will be right up your street. So now I've got that ridiculous intro out of the way, we're obviously here to talk to you about the Solar SPC Tech Mark II memory foam sleep system. Now, this is my personal bed chair, and I'm not going to go into the tech specs too heavily because if you go back on the channel to last June, Matt Townend, the previous editor, ran through all of those specs when the bed first came out. I'm just going to give you a sort of general overview of the bed, the price, the weight, things like that, and basically whether it's going to be for you or not, because I think a lot of people fall into the trap of thinking we're trying to market these products to absolutely everyone in the carp fishing industry, and that's truly not the case. There is something out there for every single budget and every single situation of angling. You don't have to buy it, that's what you have to remember. So the price for a start, it is an expensive bed. The retail is around £650, and as we always say in these videos, shop around online. You can often get any product for less than the retail price from a decent retailer. The weight, you're talking, it's north of 19 kilo, heading towards 20 kilo. So again, it is quite a bit heavier than all bed chairs on the market. However, where it wins is the comfort, because it's also a substantial amount more comfortable than other bed chairs as well. So if you want something that's super lightweight, not quite as comfortable, or not really anywhere near as comfortable, then it's probably not for you. But if you're someone like me, struggles with a bad back, spends a lot of time sat on a bed chair like this with your legs over the edge, for me personally, it's generally on a laptop working away, or if you're sat looking at the water and you are suffering with a bad back, this thing might be absolutely perfect for you. And yes, I understand £650 is a lot of money, but I had one of these beds previously in the past and I downgraded to go to a lighter bed because I needed it for the syndicate I was fishing. I had a small barra track and I needed to condense all of my kit down. I didn't do that because I didn't like the bed. I did it out of necessity, and I'm very glad to be back in one of these beds again. So my overall thoughts on this bed is, yes, it could be lighter. It could be a little bit cheaper, but it won't ever be that, because of the tech that goes into the bed. Obviously the frame is the oval tubular frame that Solar do, with all the fancy, easy to adjust legs. You've got 5-season bag on it as well, and 6 centimeters of memory foam. All that comes with a cost and a weight. So I think it's not the perfect bed chair, but if you want extreme comfort, it is the perfect bed chair. However, if you want in a middle ground, there are loads and loads of other beds. Solar do the Durador bed chair, which is cheaper, a little bit lighter as well, and obviously you haven't got the sort of out and out comfort that this one offers. So that's my general thoughts on this bed. I just wanted to put it in a way that people understand that, again, this bed is not for absolutely everyone. We're not trying to sell you these beds, we're just trying to show you them, because there might be a viewer out there that really, really wants a bed that's going to sort your bad back out and make being on the bank much more enjoyable, because you have to remember there's lots of anglers who have injuries, who are maybe getting a little bit older, that this thing might actually keep them fishing longer. Personally, my old man doesn't fish anymore, he's got a bad back, he's pretty knackered up, and he doesn't fish. If you had one of these, it would be absolutely perfect. And those bed chairs of old, to put it politely, were pretty much glorified sun loungers. I remember sleeping on them as a kid, and to be honest with you, it never really bothered me because I just loved being out fishing. Whereas if he could get into one of these, it would transform his fishing. And if you're sat there thinking that sounds like you, it could do the same for you as well. So when people complain about the weight, just remember that for those people, this might be their only option for fishing. And that sounds like a little bit of a stretch, but it's just my own personal take on it and how I've sort of thought about it. I've got a bad back as well, as I've said in the past, and this thing sorts me right out. So it's not a hard sell from me. I'm just trying to say that if you want extreme comfort, this is a bed for you. Out of all the beds I've owned, it is by far the most comfortable, without a shadow of a doubt. Yes, there are cheaper and lighter beds, so if that's something you're looking for, look elsewhere other than the SPC Tech Mark II. But if everything I've said sort of aligns with what you want out of your fishing and sort of what you want from a bed chair, then this is probably going to be the best one you're going to find. So any more info that you require, get down to a solar retailer, have a lay on one of these things first of all, because they are honestly revolutionary in terms of comfort. Sick bed, mate. Oh, I'm gonna fall, definitely gonna fall. Crash zips. And we've never said it before, don't forget to like and subscribe.